And the idea that I was thinking about for our class today is about how oftentimes many people have a morning beverage that they drink, coffee, tea, things like that, that have lots of caffeine, and it makes them feel like they have energy to get through their day. And so I was thinking about that and how our body has little tiny factories inside of it to create energy that we need. The mitochondria gives us a lot of our energy that we need to go through the day. And so I was imagining, what can we do to help our mitochondria out? And oftentimes that includes working out. Ironically, we think of working out as extending energy, and you would think that that would leave you more tired, but somehow it leaves us with more energy. And also just taking time to stretch all over the body so things feel good, things feel more open, more aligned. And so that's kind of how the class is set up today. We're going to use about the first half of the class or so to get lots of strengthening in, get plenty of movement. And then the second half will be more focused around lots of stretching, getting time to go slow, to go deep, to go within. And so in that way, imagine the little tiny energy factories in the cells of your body. Imagine that it's like you flip the on switch, and so it's starting to pump out the energy that you need to be able to get through this week. And with that extra energy, perhaps there's little things that we can do that maybe we've been putting off because we haven't had the energy. Maybe it's as simple as reaching out to a friend we haven't heard from in a while, or maybe something that's been on our hope/dream list for a while. Maybe it's something that we're going to take a step toward this week because we have that energy with him. And so whatever it is that we do with the energy is our awesome choice, guided by our intuition. But with that idea of helping us to have that morning energy to lead us on, let's take our nice initial stretches first and foremost. Let's bring the arms all the way to the back wall. Let's go. Start to take the shoulders to the right and shoulders to the left. Maybe a good time or two to each of these directions, just easing. Imagining that in stretching those muscles, intercostals, the shoulders, all sorts of side body muscles. Imagine it's like we're waking up the mitochondria, giving it a chance to tell it, okay, factory, we're about ready to use you. So wake up, and coming back through the center with the spine, hooking the front right knee, start to pull that one in. And listen to what you need. Maybe you need some ankle rolls. Maybe it's the deepest, tightest hug you could possibly set up for that knee. In the right leg, stretch clear up to the sky. Waking up all sorts of muscle groups around this side. Beautiful inhale. Nice exhale. Hook the heel over to back left. Slide the shin in. Put in some good deep breaths. Take another good inhale. Exhale. Bring out this leg. You're going to stretch up to the sky. And drop it all the way down. Second knee in. Last little wake-up call for this half of the body. Some toe circles. Maybe it's more about hip flexor. Look up to sky when you're ready. like a huge on switch for me, those hamstrings. Such tight areas. It's like, okay, body, I'm ready for you to wake up now. Here we're going. Another great breath in. Exhale for the hip opener. Quickly tilt back right, slide it in. One more breath in. Nice relaxing exhale. And bring up the leg, drop it down, kick the feet free off the front. Hamstring helps to lift us up. And as we head toward our first inversion backwards, we're going to start off with an attempt to go to some arm strengthening. So I'll guide you through it step by step. If you're not able to get all the way up, don't worry, just keep the inversion. Instead, do some crunches or something, working on just a little bit of strength. We'll also give you time to invert in just a moment. So first things first, thumbs help to push the fabric down, back side of the hips. Go ahead and wrap your legs. And then once you're wrapped, do grab some excess fabric to cover your knee pads. You're covered. And then don't let go. Continue to walk your hands above where the feet are. Squeeze the knees inward. And then once you've got the get your feet for this. Once you've got the knees squeezed in, continue to walk up until you're kneeling. Good. Got just that one foot caught. Like it wants to stand on it instead. There you go. Okay, and just keep on attempting or switch to crunches. For those that are up, we're gonna imagine your legs like a pinwheel. And we're trying to pinwheel our legs to be toward front door. So we've got some fabric on our back. The side that's on your back, that switches the grip to grip, thumbs down grip above our head. So from there, this one that's in front of you, you're gonna push into it. And it's like a reverse push up to slowly let that fabric back toward you. Good. So I'm gonna go about that pace. You can go faster or slower if you want, but take another 4, push, and slow negative to come back. 3. And 2. And 1. Good. We'll start to switch our pinwheel to now face toward the back door. The one that ends up behind our back, switch that grip, thumbs down above the head. And then pushing into the fabric in front of us. We're going for 5, slow negative. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Either take a little back bend forward, so hips forward, take a little arch, or if you're ready to head back, shimmy your hips backwards. You'll at any point transition toward just the normal version. Starting to hang for a little while, give your body that chance to relax. It's up to you how long to be in any of this. those that know to hang a little bit longer, you're welcome to stay. Others that are ready to start heading to a twist, we're up. We'll start bunching fabric up toward the front door side. The shoulder that opens to the mountains, that back wall, that arm straight open, 4 circles around the head. Good. We'll release to take the second side. Good. Start to ease out. Arms will be on the outside. We'll take a moment with boat pose. So balancing on the hips, bring the knees in. Sometimes just balancing straight with boat pose is enough core work, so you don't have to do anything more. If you would like for more, imagine you're tracing a diamond. So toes start touching down at the bottom. They go wide and touch up high at the top. Wide to go down to the bottom. So we'll take another 5, 4, 3, sit up enough that you've got your head supported inside and lay back. Your choice of whether the arms are kind of by your side, kind of backwards, whatever's going to work for you. But let the legs go to a straight leg position. 5 times, the straight legs are going to try to slowly pike up and in as much as they can from this position, and then slowly lower back down to that straight starting spot. So I'll take another 4. This one is the lower part of the rectus abdominis. And 3. Two. And 1. Good. And then this next one's going to be the exact opposite. It'll be the upper body trying to curl up and over. So take the legs in. They're resting inside the fabric. The arms stretch to the back wall. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up the arms, lift up the torso, which we stretch all the way toward the feet like a full roll up. And then roll all the way back down. Take another 4. And down. 3. 2. And 1. Let yourself stay in the stretch a little bit longer with the legs. Just a little bonus. Good. So, you obviously always have options. You can switch to the inversion we just did a minute ago if you prefer instead. You can play with variations that you know of vampire instead. But I'll show you an option you have to play with vampire if that's what you would like to take to try to work on balance and strength of the core just a little bit. The same setup for vampire. And then hands grip up high, feet come up. Once you're upside down, try to work on balancing with the legs not touching. Then try to work on balancing with one leg forward, one leg backward, maybe even rotating around the leg. Like up to a good height, surrounding that hole of the fabric. Try to play around, switch it out. There's all sorts of little play movements that you can do. It all takes core, it all takes balance. So if you'd like to play with that, great. Like I said, you can try something else if you prefer. If the rocking is just too crazy to be able to make it work, let me know because I can always stop the rocking for a minute. More core. Just more core. That's the hard part. More cowbell. I love it. Oh. You can. It is a good core workout, just going up and down, for sure. A lot of people that have trouble in vampire, that's the assignment I give them for even months if they need to work on getting up. You did good work. No worries. Good. So we've got the majority of the class coming in a recovery pose. If you know to hang upside down, just know you have my blank statement. You can always stay a bit longer if that's what your body needs. If you're starting to listen to your body, you'll help to communicate with me about how you're doing. When you're ready to move on, eventually we'll be sitting all the way up. Until that point, you're either floating child or like a shavasana rest. So if you're feeling well enough to move on, we'll start to head out of the fabric. You still need recovery, just stay, nothing wrong with that. You could head out the normal way, or maybe take a flip backwards, a tight grip left and right. Hike the feet up. Let's drop all the way down. That's fine. Take a moment. Yeah. Good work. We all made it. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of arm strengthening. So leave the fabric over the front of the shoulder. My little hint, the higher you wrap, the higher you'll have to pull yourself up. So if you know the arm strength is still difficult, be a little bit closer to where your shoulders are. So either way, wrap around the front to go around. Do 2 wraps before you grip. So just higher or lower depending. The idea will look like this. One knee pops up, and that will bring us up to a pull-up, and then softly back down. Second knee up, we're going to end up with 5 for each leg. So when you're ready, one leg comes up. Here's 5. Inhale down. The exhale helps us. 5. Back to first. 4. 4. 3. 3. 2. 2. 1. And 1. Good work. Okay, unwind the arm, shake them out. Take fabric out in front of us. Just take an easy little shoulder width grip. Start to bend forward. So catch our breath for a moment. Bending the knees, so roll the spine up. Right ankle inside the fabric. So this will be just a moment with a stretch. You could slide down, you could splits. An additional option, if balance isn't too bad for you today, is hopping forward. It does make balance harder because if you start to go off, you've got a lot more swing you have to take. But if you want to try it, that does lift up your legs. So it's just holding it in a higher spot. Put up high, start hopping back. Step this right foot into the fabric. We're going to come up to stand inside of it and stay. The second leg will start off like a flamingo. So grip up high. We're standing on right leg, flamingo left leg. So it's on the inside. Okay, so now 5 times, leg straightens out, bend it back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to try to land left foot on the ground. Our grip is tight so that we can try to flip this right leg to catch it as we land in front of the fabric. Good. You end up just needing to come to the floor and put your right foot in. That's perfectly fine as well. Okay, so try to balance without, or if you need to grip from under. Going for 5 lunges. So when you're ready, step back. Both knees are bent like pinwheel. Bring it all right back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So last thing, we grip up high. The idea is to step the second foot exactly how the first foot is. So kind of caught by the ankle like this. So know that you can push this right foot into the fabric to give it a little bit of your height. So it's not just arm and core. So I push into that. I'm lifting up. I slip my other foot in. So I'm kind of like kneeling on my ankles. If you need to come through the backside to just kind of kneel on both, that's fine too. Yes, got it. Keep on playing with it, or yeah, so close. You can come from behind it to just kneel both. Okay, that's fine too. So once you're here, we're gripping through the outside. Start to tilt the knees forward, and we're gonna start to let our spine arch up and down. Good. Gradually ease up. Last thing before we switch sides. Again, push into the fabric. That'll help you lift yourself, your body up to a pull-up position. So I push down to lift up, and then try to go as slowly as you can lower it back down. Good work. So you did a lot. Second side, left leg again. We're almost done with the hard stuff, by the way. After the second series, we got just like literally one more thing, and then the rest of the class will be that, all those stretches I promised you. Okay, so maybe slide down, maybe splits forward, or maybe hop forward to lift the leg up, but that one requires balance, so make sure you have the balance today. Slow, easy breaths. If you ever feel like you're about to fall out, slide your hand as high as you can. That helps you so much. Work. Let's grip up high to slide back. Step left foot into the fabric. Try to use your core to minimize swinging as you stand inside. Flamingo the right knee. Okay. Right leg straightens out. And bend. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, tight grip. Right is going to be on the floor. Left is flipping to grab at the fabric. Step with left foot in. Lunges. So maybe hands to heart. Maybe grab from under. Lunging out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, gripping up high. We're trying to kneel with both feet in. Do whatever you need to do. Keep on playing with it. Oh, that was a tricky way to get it. I like it. I will get there. You're like, I promise I won't make it happen. I love it. So eventually we're gripping from behind. Sooner or later. Tilt knees forward. Lean back. If the core is a little too tight for this one, you can always keep this on the ground. Yeah, that worked. So hold those quads a little bit more open. Inhale. Exhale. Start to ease our way up. Slide up higher if you're willing to do that kind of a pull-up. Legs bring you right up to your arms. Try to slow down. Good. Okay. One last hard thing, and this is the hardest yet. This one is more of an advanced pose. Maybe nobody can even get into it without assistance. And so just know I'm here if you're close and you kind of want that extra boost. Also just trying a little hip bump will get you core strength little by little. So this one, go ahead and go with me. Fabric, the bottom part of this goes right behind your neck. Yep, that's right. This is advanced. Okay, these little dippy down things, the arms come inside of them. Bend forward and your hands are trying to grab each strand of the fabric. I know, it is a shoulder thing for this one. You can walk forward or backward if that gives you more space. Good. You'll walk backwards until your head is facing the under plumb line. And then the idea is kind of like vampire pose. You give yourself a couple of hops and then a huge hop. I can't always get into it. I may not be able to today. But a huge hop, you have to think of your hips going past above you. So it has to feel like it's going, yep, just like that. Super far back to come up. It's a really intense massage for shoulders. So not everybody can hold it very long. So yeah, try a couple hops. Yep. If you try a couple and you need assistance, you're getting close, I can help. Yes, yes, that's it. Got it. Oh. It is intense, so come down whenever you need. Hold yourself up. Yeah, you touch your doors. Step on my knee. That's right. Just hop on here. You got it. It's really high for you too, so that one actually makes it a little harder. If you want to try again, go ahead. If you want to just rest back, that's fine too. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. I did wear you out by now, so nothing wrong. Just rest back when you're happy. Oh, good work. That one, some people get so addicted to that massage, but it's so intense the first time. It's like, oh, what is this? It's like that vampire pose times 100 right there. Good work. Be proud of yourself. I did not put you through something easy just now, so good work. Let yourself breathe for a moment. Good. Because of where we're headed, I want you to be at the front of your mat. Start off just turning around, facing your fabric, get your right ankle in. Just take another great hamstring stretch. Just let your weight sink the back wall for a moment. Sitting like double leg. Here we are, mitochondria. Start moving you up. So much for us already. Now we're here to recharge you. Good. Back, put your standing leg. Do a complete 180. So this knee needs to bend down. So hop back, grip thumbs down over each shoulder, back in your plumb line. Come up to face up at the top. Yep, be on the other side of it though. So like do a complete circle. And then you should be perfect right there. Grip over each shoulder. And then quad stretch back. So knee points down. All we do is lean back. Slow, easy breaths. Good. Weight over standing leg. Catch your balance. Drop your hands all the way to the floor. Once you're there, both legs try to straighten out as much as possible. And start walking your hands backwards. If you're tall like me and you bump the back wall, just come forward, bump your foot forward, and then you have plenty of space. That splits backwards. more huge, slow breath in. Out. And we'll take it toward pigeon. So hands plant. Let that knee drop open. Sword to elbow, sink some weight back. Softly let your knees come together. Sit with that child. Downward facing dog. Legs work together to have that stretch. Go forward fold, hands to feet or feet to hands. Legs stretching. Nice breath in. Out. Bend the knees, roll up. Around. Left leg in. A brief little hamstring moment. Sinking forward, perhaps like a split. Coming up. You can turn over your right shoulder to face forward. Bend the knee down. Grab over each shoulder, hop back. Quad stretch. Go to the balance, drop hands down, straighten both legs, and then walk the fingers back. I feel the most stable if I can get my fingers behind where that front foot is. Our deep, slow breath in, out. Start taking it toward pigeon pose. Not child. Have a sit for a moment. Legs go wide in front of you. Maybe you use the floor to slide forward. Maybe you use the fabric to have a long angle through the spine. Good. From here, got about 5 minutes before Shavasana time. So I'll start to turn this a little bit more toward free time, but if you need the guidance, I can give that too. Some might stay on the ground, maybe just doing more and more of these leg stretches. Some might need another inversion, so you might come to straddle back, or you might come to a hip hang. Some might want to come inside to the wide straddle, doing some of those stretches up and over. So starting to get free time. But again, if you're like, okay, what do I do from here? Just let me know. I can give you some guidance. Different things do bloom when it rains a lot. Oh, that too. Smoke for sure. Yeah. More of it. Find out. I'll put it here. Yeah. whatever we're playing with. Perhaps take another minute or so. We're ultimately finding our Shavasana. Whether you're in Shavasana or just enjoying beautiful stretches still, keep the breath long and slow as we head into these last few minutes of class. Imagining each breath that you sip on is like our version of tapping into the mitochondria rather than sipping on our morning beverage. That long, slow sip of air in. That relaxing exhale out. we'll begin to deepen our inhales. Our exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Whatever position you're in, we'll start to do little stretches. So if you're in the hammock, maybe let your arms stretch back, go left and right, or fetal position. Your legs up the wall, let your limbs have some length. Eventually a nice fetal position to get some blood. Other positions, just move accordingly in ways that help to bring vitality, energy. Another 3 or 4 breaths. Whatever we're doing until we feel ready to rise up to a comfortable seated place. Here with hand at the heart. Allow ourselves to reconnect back to that idea of energy. Rather than it coming from an external source, we're tapping deep into the cells within, almost giving it permission to kind of flip on, switch the little factory to make us energy. It's funny how building strength, you would think you're more tired, but it kind of leaves you with this sense of, wow, I did awesome things. I'm so strong. I'm stronger than I thought I was. So with that, almost like the mitochondria have just woken up on their own. That nice stretching is all over the body, helping our system out. All of this has left us with more energy than we came, perhaps. So with this energy to lead us into this awesome week, we make a personal commitment to ourselves of what we'd like to do with that energy. And just one small, tiny little thing to it. So with this to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. Om.